What's up, friends? Villain, Fox and Red Hairs. Out here at Born Free 10 2018. Walking around. Wanted to do a quick anatomy lesson on the jockey shifter and the suicide clutch. A lot of people get these terminologies mixed up. And let me explain to you exactly what the difference is here. Perfect, beautiful example. Okay, here we have, actually, you know what, I'm not even sure who built this bike, what year it is, the size, or anything about it, but it is a perfect gleaming example of a jock shifter and a suicide clutch. Now, a lot of people feel inclined to say, oh, that bike's got a suicide shifter. You know, if you see anything off from the side that remotely resembles some sort of post coming up out of the engine somewhere, people look at that and say, oh, it's a suicide shifter. Well, guess what, folks? There's no such thing as a suicide shifter, all right? This type of shifter is called a jockey shifter, all right? So this is what you actually use to change the gears. And when you're thinking of suicide, you're thinking of a suicide clutch. Now that's this bad boy over here. You see, this one is pretty effing sweet. It's got this chain link up all the way back to the clutch over there. Well, the reason it was called a suicide clutch, because imagine you're at an intersection, there's some cross traffic, all right? And you're sitting here trying to balance yourself on this bike. And you got your left foot up on the clutch instead of down on the ground, okay? And you're in gear, you're waiting for your turn to go, and you lose your balance. You fall to the left. You put your foot down. Well, guess what? You're in gear, and you just fucking lurched into traffic. Boom. Suicide clutch. Not to be confused with suicide shifter, which doesn't exist. Now, typically a jock shifter and a suicide clutch come hand in hand in that order, but you can have a jock shifter without the suicide clutch, as I will show you here in just a minute. Right on back. These are all the attendees bikes here. Perused through quite a few of them, looking for an example of a jock shifter without a suicide clutch. As you can see, there are plenty to look at. Easily like 10,000 people, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, jock shifter, no suicide clutch. Here is a great example. And I happen to know that this is a 94 Yamaha Virago. It's a 750, and it looks like shit. And I know all that because it's mine. This is my personal motorcycle, guys. So here we go. Jock shifter, the big bar thing popping out of the engine case somewhere, and this hand clutch. That is what you use to do all your shifting. It's a fairly awkward setup to get used to, just like any other jock shift setup, especially at the slow speeds, making your turns. It takes some learning, but I pretty much got it down, I think. I mean, I got here from Redlands. It's about an hour-long drive, hour and a half if you don't take the toll road. So, hope you guys enjoyed this quick anatomy lesson, and enjoy the gallery at the end. I'm going to play some music. I'm going to go around and get some more shots of more jock shift bikes, some with and some without the suicide clutch. So, stay tuned. Enjoy it. Thanks, guys.
In my youth, in my prime, before I die, it's rookie selling pills with tough bills. Spent my days in rookie one. You don't need to know my name. All it brings is rookie so deep. Dig that grave, all the man and rookie water.
because I guess we're talking about different types of shifting systems and keeping the handlebars clean. I like clean handlebars, and some of the reasons why I won't run a front brake, I guess, is I just don't like anything up here. You know, it's just sort of a clean look. And I have the opportunity to build multiple motorcycles, so I'm always trying to like think of new ways I can do something. And with this, I kept the handlebars clean, but in Harley, they used to have a grip that twisted
For the timing.
for the timing, and it just would advance or retard the timing on the older bikes to make it easier to start, you know. So I took that same timing grip that twists, and I hooked it to a cable down here, and I put the same shift rod on that you would use on a foot clutch, a longer shift arm when you put on your tranny. When you do the foot clutch and then it goes to the rod, the normal rod's a lot smaller. When you lengthen the rod, you get a little bit more leverage. So at that point, I just said, shit, maybe if I hook it up to the grip, I'll be good. So I hooked it up to the grip, and now I got a twist clutch, and that's pretty much what gets me out. Give me a clutch. And then as far as shifting, I kind of liked doing a heel shift.
Yeah.
So I, in this particular transmission, I shift all the way forward because I have a reverse end drum inside an original transmission.
Reverse.
And it allows neutral to be forward and all the other gears to be backwards. So I just kick the thing all the way forward, like that, and I'm in neutral. And then when I want to go to first gear, I just kick it back. When I want to go to second gear, I kick it back. When I want to go to neutral, I just kick it all the way forward.
It's all the way
So
in.
I'm sitting here, so to grab first, I just kick it back, and go to second, I kick it back. And I just thought it was kind of fun.
Well, I think it's fucking awesome. Yeah, it looks super clean. Well, I mean, not clean, but
It's clean.
it's really good. I really appreciate your time. Thank you, sir. I'll let you get back to schmoozing. And your name and shop?
I'm Michael, and my shop's called Evil Spirit Engineering.
Evil Spirit. All right.
I train you.